Hi everyone, my name is Sébastien Agré. I'm the creator of Legree Fitness and the Megaformer. Today I want to talk about the difference between the Mini on my right side and the Micro on my left side. First, you can see that there's a little difference. The Micro is smaller than the Mini, and the Micro is not really part of the Megaformer family, at least not to me. So first of all, let's talk about the obvious difference, the size. So both machines are flat on the ground. They're both about 5.5, 6 inches off the ground. So that's about the total height on those machines. When you look at the length of a Micro, we're talking about a very short length, right? So if you take from the front of the platform to the rear platform, it's 81 inches in length. When you look at the Mini, and you look from the front to the rear platform, you're looking at 103 inches in length, okay? So it's about 20 inches longer. The Mini is about 20 inches longer if you include the rear platform on both ends. Now, I'm reminding you that both machines are sold without the rear platform. The rear platform is an added accessory if you want it or not, okay? So without the rear platform, the Micro length is about 71 inches. So 81 inches with the rear platform, 71 inches without the rear platform, 103 inches for the Mini, and then we have about 80 inches in length without the rear platform. So 103 inches with the rear platform, 86, 87 inches without the rear platform. So the Mini is definitely longer than the Micro. As far as the width, okay, the width of the carriage and the platform is only 18 inches, 24 inches on the Mini. So already on the Mini, we're getting closer to the width of a Mega. 24 inches between the side handles over here, 29 inches with the Mini. So 29 inches is the distance between the handles on the Mega or the Evo. Okay, so now we're about the same width as we are on the Mega or the Evo. Platform is about twice as big on the Mini. When the Micro came out, obviously we released this machine right at the beginning of the pandemic. This was not meant to be. The Micro is a machine that had already been starting to work on in 2019. The reason I made the Micro is because we've always had an extensive list of people wanting to buy the Mega for their home. But the problem is that the Mega is just too big. So I decided to make an equipment line of smaller machine. So the Micro is the smallest machine I've built to date, okay? When you look at just the platform and the carriage, you're looking just at 50 pounds. So this is a machine that you can easily pick up, you know, without the need to wheel it around. Micro is extremely portable, extremely compact. Now, this is not a machine that you're gonna take with you to Hawaii and put it on the plane, okay? Although some people have done it. You could put this in the plane with you in an oversized bag, like some people, you know, put their skis or the surf or whatever, so you could do that. But in my mind, the Micro is not meant to be that portable. But if you're at your house and you want to work out on your deck, by the swimming pool or by the fireplace, you want to take this in the garage or not, you know, it gives you a lot of possibility. You can even take this to the park if you want to. You can take it on a hike, you can take this to the beach. It's really possible for you to take this fitness equipment out there in the world and then work out out there. We have people working out at the park all the time in different countries, so it's very portable. This is, and let me tell you right now, of all the fitness equipment that I am making, okay, the big fitness machine, right? The Micro is the only portable machine that we have, okay? The Mini is bigger, 50 pounds for the Micro number 1, which is the platform and the carriage, 150 pounds for just the platform and the carriage, okay? Now, I can lift this one up. You have the wheels, we can wheel this around. Same thing over here, I can do this one, but already there, you can feel the weight. Now I can wheel this machine around, but it's way heavier. The Mini is not a machine that you're gonna want to move from room to room. It's not a machine that you wanna move from your garage when you don't use it to your living room and so on. You're gonna want a dedicated space for the Mini. Okay, that's the most important thing. If you have a dedicated space, buy the Mini. If you don't, buy the Micro, because the Micro can fit underneath your couch, underneath your bed. We have now a storage rack, so you can actually store it up against the wall if you want to. You can store it with all the handles and the platform on it. So it's super easy, light, portable, compact. However, when the Micro came out, a lot of people say, well, I wish the platform was bigger, you know, because it's hard to balance. You know, I wish the carriage was a little bit bigger. And then right away, I got the sense that people really wanted a miniature version of the Megaformer, which the Micro is not supposed to be. The Micro is this machine that you do your quick and dirty degree workout, pull out into the bed, you do a couple wheelbarrow, some lunges, skating, and then you're done. It's kind of do degree on the go, right? That's it. We're not supposed to have accessories for the Micro. I was gonna have the straps, the bungee, really, but no cable attached to it. This machine has no cable. It comes with no cable. It's just to do, again, the degree is essential. Micro comes out 2020, and of course, people asking, where are the cables? Where are this? People wanted to accessorize the Micro as much as they accessorize the Mega. So then we started to come up with a bunch of accessories for the Micro so that people can use it. Now people are using the Micro in different ways, and it's a very versatile machine. I would say that, to my knowledge, the Micro is the most versatile fitness equipment on the market today, including every other equipment I've seen, whether including all the other reformers I've seen out there, or some kits at home, or tonal, or whatever, the mirror. This is by far more versatile than any spinning bikes, any treadmills, any at-home weight machine, that you have, any universal or whatever. You can do over 1,000 exercises on this machine, and more is coming. We're going to accessorize the Micro later on with a rowing machine, so you'll be able to do your rower and the Micro together, so if you want to get some extra cardio. We have a door mount where you can actually attach the entire Micro and then use it like a tower. So all of this stuff is coming. So we have more accessories coming for the Micro, and then we are able to do it because the Micro is such a compact machine. The Mini is better than the Micro, but just that difference, that 10, 15 inches difference in length, the few inches difference in width, the 100 pounds heavier, now make this machine a whole different category. I am not going to make a machine between the Micro and the Mini though. However, you will be able to purchase some of the Mini part for the Micro, and probably late next year, you will be able to buy a wide body kit for the Micro. So essentially, you will be able to turn your Micro into a Mini if you want to. So if you want that wider platform, that wider carriage, those handles, but keep the frame simple, you will be able to get those later for the Micro. So we're not done with the Micro. The Micro is just getting started. The Micro will be our most accessorized line of equipment. So now let's go talk about the Mini for a second. So the Mini is bigger. Because it is bigger, we were able to do a few cool things. So for example, something I've been thinking about for a while, of course, is that platform that goes up at different angles. This is pure gold. I mean, this is so good that now we're going to find a way to retrofit this platform for all the other Megaformers, because this is a game changer right there. That's something I unfortunately did not think about when I designed the Micro. When I designed the Mini, I was just like, okay, I need to be able to have a wider platform, but I'm keeping also cost in mind, because I know that these machines are expensive. The Micro is at $890, the Mini starts at $2490. Not everybody can spend $890 or $2490 into a fitness equipment. So I'm trying to find ways where I can, really make the most for the money. So I decided to do this platform that could go all the way up. And essentially the idea with this was to remove the necessity for the side handles. So the side handles are great, they're bolted, they're permanently there if you want to, but you don't really need them because you can actually use the platform all the way up. The only difference, or the only issue, is that you will not get the parallel setting for the bar, which you have here on the side handles, and then the same thing over there on the Micro. So that's something to consider. But you can actually buy the Mini without the side handles, and you can actually do your French twist, you can do your catfish, you can do your twisters, all this exercise just using the platform all the way up at level 6. So that, I was very happy with that. Because we have now a bit bigger machine, some people on the Micro didn't like to have the exposed springs. We actually decided to put the springs inside the model rail, and the super fast spring change has been so good on the Mega and the Evo that I decided to include that technology here for the Mini. So on the Mini, we're using the same basically spring mechanism with the magnets, and super easy to engage the springs. You basically slide the spring in, slide the spring out. So very quick, effective way of changing the springs. We included the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire is something you will see on all the new machines. So it doesn't matter if it's an M4, an M5, a Supra, the Megaformer X or whatever. It's just, all of these machines are going to have the Ring of Fire, because it's probably the most simplest and the most effective way of giving your body the most amount of anchoring points. So here you can just put your hands, your feet, your elbows, whatever against those bars. The bar is fantastic. So to me, it's a great functional feature, but also a safety feature, because this will allow you to really anchor your body on the carriage, on the frame itself. So something that we have also on the micro, but definitely more useful on the bigger carriage. When the micro first came out, the first question that came out of everyone's mouth is it come with a cable? Everyone wants a cable. Now I understand, I totally get it. You know why? Because these cables over here, just the inclusion of the cables allows you to now add hundreds of movements to the machines. These cables, you can do whatever you want with it. So I understand, a micro without cable might not be a Legree machine to you guys, right? But me, when I do my classes, when I have 60 people on the lawns, trust me, not having cable is a blessing, because the cables become something difficult to teach when you start having like 60, 70, 100 people in class, right? You realize that it's best to not use the cables when you have that many people in class. However, Mini, you have the rubberized steel cable included, which are not on the micro, but guess what? It's on the water. It's coming. I think very soon you're going to be able to buy the same rubberized cable for the micro. I will do a separate video, and once we have the micro pulleys, I'll do another video comparing the Mini and the micro with the pulleys, and you can see basically how to adapt the exercise. So anyway, so for the Mini, the rubberized cables are included in it. You don't have to worry about it. It comes with the purchase. And then of course, when you come on the back end, same thing, you have your small rear platform here for the micro. I always tell people, like, listen, if the rear platform on the micro is really for comfort. You don't really need the platform. Why? Because you can stand on the floor. This whole idea of the machine being close to the ground was that you could incorporate the ground with you. So when I do a lunge, I don't have to step on the rear platform. I can step on the floor and have my other foot on the carriage. And this is how we had our friend Mike Fay. I don't know if you remember him, 7 feet tall basketball player. And he was able to work out on the micro, even though he's 6 inches, 7 inches taller than me. That's because he was able to use and integrate the floor in the exercise for the micro. And that was the big vision. That's why I was able to make this machine smaller, is because now we think about integrating the floor as a component, as an accessory basically to the micro. So here, same concept with the Mini. You can also include the floor, because the Mini, even though it's a longer and wider machine, it's the same height as the micro. So you can totally do the same exercise. So the sea serpent, the side sweep, all these like the side push-ups and planks that you can do on the micro, you can also recreate it on the Mini. And that's why I love that machine. Coming back on the platform, same thing over here on the rear platform. What I do, same system. And now look at that. With this, again, you don't need the side handles. With the platform all the way up, you can do reverse catfish, French twist. If you like to do all the exercise for your legs, like a lot of people love on the M2, on the Proformer, they love the crossbar. And they would do exercises like a leg curl. So you could actually lay on your shoulders on the carriage and put your heels on the bar and then do this exercise. That's something you cannot do on the micro, because again, the micro is too small. So which one is best for you? Well, first of all, you have to understand where you're going to use the machine. Are you going to have a dedicated space or not? If you don't have a dedicated space, then don't think about the Mini Pro, the other machines. It's going to be the micro. The next question is, who's going to be using the machine? If I'm 6'4", if you're 5'4", there's a big difference. If I'm 6'4", I'm definitely going to want to have either the Mini or the Mini Pro. But I also use the micro, because even at 6'4", I use the micro for my wheelbarrow, reverse giant wheelbarrow, my lunges, stuff like that. And then for those exercises, if those are the only exercises that I'm going to be doing, I don't need the Mini. I don't need the Mini Pro. I don't need the Mega. The micro is all that I need. If I like to do all my core exercise, like gator walk, walking planks, all that stuff, the micro is all I need, even 6'4". Now, if I'm 6'4" and I like to do exercise laying on my back, then the micro is going to be an issue. I cannot lay on my back on the micro. If you're 5'4", you cannot lay on your back on the micro. If you're 4'4", you might be able to lay on your back on the micro. Okay, so this is also questions of size. On the Mini, if you're 5'2", 5'3", you will be able to do to lay on your back. At 6'4", I can't lay on my back on the Mini. I can only lay on my back if it's a Mini Pro. Okay, so you're looking at where you're going to be using the machine, who's going to be using the machine, right? How you're going to be using the machine. If there's some exercise that you absolutely cannot live without. Okay, because like I said, for all the core exercise, if you love to do catfish, reverse catfish, your French twist, you're going to be fine with the Micro. You don't need the Mini or the Mini Pro for these exercises, right? Another consideration is, are you going to open a studio? Are you going to teach one-on-one? The Micro, the Mini Pro, all of these machines are built so that you can be used in a commercial setting, a commercial environment. They're all commercially graded. But it's going to make a difference because in a same amount of space, you will be able to fit more Micros than Mini and Mini Pros. So you have to think about the kind of class you want to teach, price you want to charge. Are you going to be mix and matching, the Legree workout with, let's say, TRX or yoga or Pilates or whatever, right? So you have to start to think about this stuff because then you might want to further accessorize the Micro, and that becomes, all of these scenarios will pinpoint one machine better than the next. If you're going to be, for example, teaching classes at someone else's studio, but that studio ends up, they have one room they're going to be using for yoga and then for whatever else, then you're not going to be able to use the Mini or Mini Pro because these machines are not easy to move around every hour. You can want a Micro because the Micro, you can have each student carry the Micro and just literally hang it on the wall. Can't do this on the Mini. So start to think about how you're going to use the machine, how often, where, all of that. And then the answer will become very clear. As far as compact portability, there's nothing else better than the Micro. Nothing else better than we sell, but anyone else sells. Okay, you cannot take your treadmill to the beach. You cannot take your tonal to the beach, right? Micro, you can. It's the only fitness equipment you can do this. I made it so that you can actually take it with you outdoors. You're not stuck inside these four walls. You can actually go out there, work out at the park, work out with friends at the beach. It's great. It's fantastic. We have some people who do different workout classes in different areas of the cities. It's great. It's like a running group, but it's a Legree group, and then they pick at different places and then work out together. Love it. Any way that we can connect more people through fitness, I'm always down for that. So anyway, quick explanation between the Mini and the Micro. If you have any questions, please email us at info@legreefitness.com. If you think anything is missing, I'm more than happy to reshoot this video with all the information because I want you guys to buy the best machine for you. And the best machine is not always the most expensive machine, right? Remember that. All right, my name is Sébastien Lagré. Thank you for watching. See you next time.